Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for horror and DVD and Blu-ray pickups for the month of July. Yes, finally got around to this long haul. So I'm gonna do something a little different. Usually I found a lot of old Anchor Bays this month, which surprised the hell out of me. Usually you find one or two in the wild and you're good. Well, I found a bunch in the wild. And it surprised the hell out of me. So I'm actually going to show off the old Anchor Bays first, just to get them out of the way. And I made my stack a little bit shorter. So I want to show them off first. First I found in the wild the old Anchor Bay of Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. So yes, everything you hear will see will have that old Anchor Bay boat. So yeah, I didn't know this was an old Anchor Bay movie. So yeah. Puppet Master vs. Demonic Toys. I found Murder by Decree. Sorry for the glare. Now, let me do it this way because I can't show the old Anchor Bay parts right there. Now it's like another takes place in London type thing. I gotta replace the case. But this one was, I think it's another Sherlock Holmes movie. So another versus Jack the Ripper. If anybody's sure, let me know. Next I found, got those stickers I still got to replace. Another case I got to replace. It's called The Unholy. Now this one's got Adrian Barbeau and Nicholas Brendan in it. I found it dirt cheap. You see the old Anchor Bay, you go for it. So I got all these stupid stickers I got to replace. So if anybody's seen The Unholy, let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. I had the Blu-ray, so I figured I'm going to get the DVD if I found the old Anchor Bay, of course, of Trilogy of Terror. Gotta love finding these old Anchor Bays in the wild. Some people just, they upgrade it. I already have the Blu-ray, but they get rid of the old Anchor Bays. So I like to collect them for collector's purposes. Old Anchor Bays are very hard to find, and you never know what you're going to get. Again, I found Return to Horror High, which actually I don't own. So I was very happy to finally pick this up to the collection. Again, old Anchor Bay. There too. If this is always covered up, look on the back corner. Because then you can definitely tell it's an old Anchor Bay. So yeah, Return to Horror High. This one I found at Soundgarden. And I paid only $2 for it. It's like, I already bought the DVD once. Upgraded the Blu-ray. So I saw this for $2. I can't pass it up. And that, of course, is Manhunter. This is the big thick edition, where they were originally like 100,000 were made, and this is the 2-disc edition, and it's got the files all nice and sealed in there, which is great. A lot of these had the inserts, a couple don't, I don't think. And last, for the old Anchor Bays, which I saw this at FYE, and I was, holy shit, I can't believe I found this here. I paid a good price. This one is way out of print. It's the old drive-in Anchor Bays. They always have 2 movies. Usually it's on a double-sided disc, which unfortunately is. But, had to grab it. Of course, there's a drive-in of Hell Night and Fade to Black. I finally own Fade to Black now. Been into this movie for quite some time. Never had a release. Both this version, there's a single release of Fade to Black that's always out of print. So when I saw that, I said, holy shit, dropped a deuce in my pants, and I picked this up because you never find these in the wild. And if you do, buy them because they're very collectible. Collectors are always after them. So I'm very happy to finally own that old Anchor Bay edition. Alright, now let's get into the regular Blu-rays and DVDs. I picked up 9. I never saw it before. I finally watched it. Pretty dark for like a kid's movie. And it is rated PG-13. I actually enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool flick. I got this early. And surprising. I guess there was a rights issue with Arrow in the film. But they finally released it. And it's supposed to come out in a couple weeks, I guess. And one of my local areas had it. And I said, fuck it, I'm buying it right now. And that, of course, is Alice, Sweet Alice. It also goes by the name of Don't Look Now. And the third title is also called Communion. So this actually has reversible artwork to the original artwork, which I always like that version as well. Fully loaded with content of the wall of text of frickin' special is insane, especially for Alice, Sweet Alice. Had to buy it. I spent a little extra on it versus I spent, I think, $2 more than what Amazon has, but it's there in my hands. Next is a documentary called The Aurora Monsters. This documentary is mostly for the Aurora film model kits. Unfortunately, the case came a little broke. A little excerpt. It has special features with interviews, especially with it's hosted by Zachary, the Cool Ghoul, and some other things with the Witch Dungeon. But if you're familiar with the Aurora model kits, they're all Universal monster movies. These are about the sculptors, the collectors, and everything. I saw this cheap on on Amazon, so I scooped it up. This looks pretty badass. I'll probably watch that soon. Especially if you like monster movies and Universal stuff and models. Next is The Beast from 2000 Fathoms. Finally only listed in the collection. Picked it up on Blue. Fun flick. From Artsploitation. This is a US and Sweden. They sent me this to review, which I have to review soon. That is called Blood Paradise. Haven't watched it yet. I know some of my friends have got their copies and reviewed it. I gotta do the same. This one is, I had to get from Amazon Germany, because there's no US release here. And not a DVD, not a Blu-ray or anything. Found it on Amazon Germany, called The Burning Curse. This also is a title called The Hollow. Not the one that Scream Factory released that's got the wood sprites or the fairies. This one is a creature feature called The Hollow. And it was a Sci-Fi Channel movie about this island that's cursed. These sisters went to find their aunt. And of course, this creature made out of wood and fire and everything is going around killing everybody. It was a fun flick. I highly recommend it. I love the way the monster looks. So this is in English and in German. So I had to grab The Burning Curse. Next, I found on Amazon cheap. This DVD is out of print. I remember Terror for Tom saying that I guess this movie is out of print and it's a cool slasher, I guess. And I just had it on my wish list for quite a long time, and it's always going for insane amounts, $40-50. I'm like, I'm not spending that much. Then lo and behold, someone puts it on for $4 and $3.99 shipping. I jumped on it. And that's called Camp Utopia, and this was brand new, which shocked the hell out of me. They said it was used. Nope, this thing was sealed. So I can't wait to give this one a watch. So it's Camp Utopia. It's even got what's his name? Stephen Pearcy from Rat in it. So metal fans will probably be enjoying this one. If you've seen it, let me know. Camp Utopia. From Arrow, The Chill Factor. I watched this the other night. This was fun. I had a good time with it. Cool possession / supernatural slasher. So yeah, pretty cool flick. Chill Factor. Now this one, found it on Amazon. Decided to give it a watch. I'm into independent horror films a lot. And this is how it came. You're probably going, what the fuck is that? If you open it up, it films the creature from the Green Mist. Alright? This is how it came. I don't know why they did it this way and everything. It's a burn-on-demand DVD. It's an anthology. One story is about two lovers that's supposed to take place in the 50s, but it's actually in the 80s. One's dead. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Another one's about a psychopathic sister and brother trying to recoup. But the main one is the creature in the Green Mist. Pretty much about a dinosaur that only appears in this green mist that covers the town. Kind of like, remember the movie The Regular The Mist? So that's this. The transfer quality is atrocious. There were some parts where I couldn't even watch it. I don't know if they were recording on like those little hand crank recorders. Whoever did the editing, I'm sorry, you fucked up. There's horrible editing. I mean, you can't see. There's certain scenes that just you can't see, period. I don't mind if it was shot that way, but make sure it's visible. Allow you to actually watch the movie. Some parts that hurt my eyes because it was so grainy. I mean, the grain is sand grain thrown in your face grain. So, this is the creature from the Green Mist. So, hopefully they'll redo it. I don't know. Critters Attack. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it's better than the Shudder show. I thought it was better than 3 and 4. But 2 is my favorite, followed by 1, followed by this one. They use all practical effects, and they use some of the puppets from part 2 originally, when they made the giant critter ball and everything. So this is a lot of fun, cool kills. Yeah, Critters Attack. A real Critters movie. Next is called Dead of Night. This is another horror anthology from 1945. Black and white, fun flick. My wife and I watched this the other night. It was good. This bad thing is not in the movie. I don't know why they put that on the cover, but still, cool flick. Got some good names in it. So yeah, this is put up by Kino Lorber. Next, I did get from good old Code Red, and that's Dead Pit on Blu-ray. Now, if you're wondering, I'll take my camera, and over here, whoa, is the slipcover. I'm doing this backwards. I put it on display because I don't want it to get crushed or ruined, but when the light hits it, it does really glow in the dark pretty badass. So yeah. So of course I put the Dead Pit cover over here and kept this on the Blu-ray. Scored one. That thing like went on a print insane. Hopefully they'll put some more out from Dark Force Entertainment. But that website's very, very shady. They'll open up the store for a little bit, close it, open it, close it. So if you can get on and grab one, do it. Next, I picked up for a couple bucks Dead Tone. If I remember, this was a cool slasher. I saw it a long time ago, but I don't remember anything on it. I have to give that one a watch. Heard good things about The Devil's Rock. The Blu-ray was always hard to find and out of print for a while. Then lo and behold, I had it on Amazon on my wish list for quite a long time, and someone put it out for brand new for very cheap. So of course I scored a copy with the slipcover. And that's the same style. I heard this is a really good movie, so gotta give it a watch sometime soon. Next, from Scream Team Releasing, Exposure. Another type of cool creature feature. Guy gets mutated by something in the woods. Starts transforming him, so gotta give this one a watch. Looks a lot of fun. And also from Code Red, I had to get this in a pack because Dead Pit by itself was all sold. So they had buyout packs to get. You could buy a couple movies. So the other movie I had to grab it with was with Forced Entry. So don't know anything about it. Looks pretty cool. So I decided, you know what? Let me grab Forced Entry. Because they had other ones with the movies I already owned. Why bother? Next, I forgot I had this on DVD. But Best Buy had a bunch of them on these lenticular covers. So I did grab Friday the 13th, the killer cut, where the eyes kind of move if you look at the eyeballs. So other than that, that's about it. It's the same old Blu-ray that they put out. They put out a bunch like The Conjurings, The Nun, Trick or Treat, the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. It was dirt cheap. It was like $7. So like, you know what? I'll upgrade the DVD. Next is Garden Party Massacre. This is like a slasher horror comedy. Gotta get this one to watch. A buddy of mine, Aaron, we do the Horror with Search 30 podcast. We just interviewed the director of this movie. His name is Gregory Blair. He also wrote it, and he plays a character in this film. So we talked about this one. I was intrigued, so I picked it up. So Garden Party Massacre. Kind of cool to do like a pool party massacre combo with this. Next I got from FYE. It's a documentary. I paid $1 for this, which was weird. Haunted History Collection. Got to do with Dracula, witches, voodoo, and exorcism. If you open it up, it comes with 2 double films. 2 on one, 3 on, and a couple on the other. Yeah, from the History Channel. For a couple bucks, why not? So yeah, Haunted History. From Vinegar Syndrome. This is what happened. I bought the DVD for $3. Then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, they announced this on Blu-ray. I was like, really? Okay. That, of course, is Hellmaster. I don't mind this movie. Some people really don't like it. I know the acting's bad, the writing is pretty bad, but it's a fun flick. So Hellmaster on Blu-ray. I upgraded this to the Steelbook. I don't buy many Steelbooks, but the artwork is incredible. And that's, of course, Humanoids from the Deep, which I gotta still open up. It's still in plastic. Just got it in yesterday, so had to put it in the stack for now. From Big Lots, Incarnate. Paid $3 for this with the slip. Don't know anything about it. Let me know what you think. Again, this was a Big Lots purchase. Indigenous. This is a cool creature feature. A bunch of people went to go find this. I think they wanted to find a cool waterfall or something. And of course, there's these chupacabra type creatures in this movie. Pretty cool flick. Indigenous. Next one, I actually had the DVD for a while. Got rid of it. And I told myself, down the road, if it comes out on Blu-ray, I'll buy it cheap. Well, guess what? 2 days later, I went to Soundgarden. There it is on Blu-ray for $3.99. I'm like, all right. So that's Intruders. I upgraded for sure. Paid $2 at FYE for a brand new movie called Invasion. This one is a found footage flick done by the dash cam of a cop car. There's a lot of driving in this movie. A lot of all you just see is a car driving a lot, and everything happens in front of the car. Kind of alien slug parasites. There are people camping in a outside in this forest park. This cop gets dispatched to find what's going on. He gets infected, so these two are driving along. They meet up with a couple. This girl steals the cop car, and she's talking on the radio, and everything's happening with her. What's going on? It was actually not bad. But again, there's a lot of driving. So if you're into found footage movies, this might be for you. Island of the Dead. This is a cool Killer Fly movie, which I didn't know about. I found this dirt cheap. I got an FYE. Got Malcolm McDowell in it. They're on an island where they bury bodies a lot. They bought the island and they're going to turn it apart or anything. But now these flies are coming out. They lay eggs on you quick and you just burst out into maggots. Pretty interesting flick. Picked up Jack-O-Lantern. I don't know anything about it. It's blind buy. Paid $2 for it. Another one from Soundgarden. It was $3.99, 3 for $10. Called The Lesson with the Slip from Scream Factory. So it's one of those Scream Factory select films or whatnot. If anybody's seen it, let me know. I guess it's about a teacher who takes 2 students and beats them up or something. I don't know. Looked interesting. From the Mim universe. If you know Christopher R. Mim, he takes new movies, shoots them in black and white to make them look like old school 50s films. Pretty cool idea. He just released a bunch on Blu-ray, his whole collection. So I picked up a couple. One was Monster of Phantom Lake and House of Ghosts. So I upgraded both of these I had on DVD. And you could choose to have them signed or not. They are both on, if I can open it, all on one Blu-ray. So yeah, but pretty cool. And I also picked up the Attack of the Moon Zombies and the Demon Witch with the Atomic Brain. Had that on DVD, so I upgraded. This DVD was always hard to find. It went out of print, and just very impossible to find. So he actually put these out on Blu-ray. So I picked up this one for particularly Attack of the Moon Beasts. So yeah. Mojang, The Worm Valley. This is kind of more of like an action film, but it's definitely got its monsters in it. I did not know this was a sequel to another film. So of course now I gotta find the original. And that one's more of an action flick. This one has a lot of horror elements. Crab monsters, giant crab creatures, giant snakes, piranhas, all that weird shit. Pretty cool flick. Another steelbook, had to upgrade, and that of course is Mothra. Put out by Mill Creek, put the steelbook out. Looks pretty cool. I put it in one of those hard plastic I got from Vinegar Syndrome. But yeah, Mothra. And I'll probably end it on this one and do another stack because we're getting close. I'm only allowed to record like 20-something minutes. So yeah, we'll do stack 1. I'll do another one in part 2. But this was recommended by Mood616, my buddy Mood's up there. He loves this movie, so I found the Blu-ray. It was out of print for a while. eBay had one for cheap, and that, of course, is Motivational Growth with Jeffrey Combs. He plays this mold-like creature thing. So yeah, Motivational Growth, finally adding to the collection. Yeah. Alright, that is part 1 of my haul. I'll get the rest for you in part 2. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Later.